Hello, welcome to Reyna Clothier. Today is going to be a little different. We were thinking about it for the year, what we can kind of improve on and kind of do different types of videos. And one of the biggest things were the podcast chat or the podcast idea and really like it. So the next step was, okay, what are we going to talk about? So the one biggest thing that I like to talk about are suits, of course. So one of the biggest things I like is just the critiquing of each suit. When a lot of people email me, most of my clients say, "Hey, they send me a picture, say, "Hey, can you get a suit similar to this?" Or I don't like the tightness of the suit; it looks too tight, but I like the fabric. Is there something you can do for that? And I said, absolutely. So one of the things I thought might be interesting is to critique, if you want to call it celebrity type um, characters, or what would you say, just essentially anyone that wears a suit in a spotlight, or your one of the biggest ones I looked up was your ESPN um, individuals. So your different ones. So I looked at there's a bunch of people that wear suits. There's LeBron wears suits for the press conferences. So I thought it would be really neat to critique on that. So today we're going to do that as well. uh, have a different video format, so hopefully it works out. But I really want to keep this going because it's really neat. I think a lot of people might be interested in it, and we'll see where it goes. So we'll start off here. Let me see. The first one, I literally just typed in celebrity suits, and we will see what we got cooking here. So I just typed in. Here's this one. So let's look at this person here. Let me zoom in here. Don't know who this guy is. uh, who is this? I don't know if they say the names essentially. So, um, yeah, I'm not too sure. So apparently he is the Empire Awards in 2017. If you look very closely, it's more of a polka dot. I don't like that at all. The the thin tie. Uh, Not a big fan of it. It used to be it used to be a fad in the early 2010s. By 2015, it kind of went away, but people still wore it. But I didn't like it at all. I like the size of the length of the lapel, the width. I mean, the lapel is a good size, but the shoulders are nice as well. It kind of has a little bit of a slope there. The width of his or the circumference of his sleeves are pretty nice. I see there's a third. There's a ticket lapel. Or I'm sorry, just a ticket pocket flap. I like that. The pants, you can't really see the pants essentially as far as what details it has on it, but I like it. I just don't like the fabric selection. The polka dots, that is really, really weird. I don't think anyone would wear that type of suit essentially. So don't like the suit, but everything else is kind of nice. Let's go to a next one, see what's going on here. See, these are mannequins, or I guess like your actors or something, or your just models. But let's look at this one. I think I know this person here. Uh, let's go. I don't know if we can zoom in anymore. Yeah, that is weird on the right side. I think someone's just joking around or something because that's not what it's supposed to be. Uh, this one I really, really like. So If you notice, he wears a very, very tight um, armhole and very tight sleeve. I don't like that. I think it's more for gentlemen who are very, very fit or have a very, their biceps are very large, so they exercise, they work out. Um, oh, this guy, who is he? I remember him. I think he played in a boxing movie. I think in Rambo. I think, or not Rambo, but um, my mind is blank here. Oh my gosh, Rocky. How'd I forget that one? But thing is, Michael B. Jordan. I mean, no, I think that might be a different one. But good actor regardless. So he's sticking with the brown ensemble. I'm not a big fan of wearing too much brown. If you wear a brown suit, definitely be versatile. I think a lot of these celebrities like to stick out a little or be a little bit unique. I get that. You are a celebrity, so you do want to stick out a little bit more. Um, but yeah, if I were to wear a brown suit like that, it looks like a very soft fabric. Um, I would I would definitely wear a different type of tie. I think the tie knot is a little big for my taste, a little wide when it goes along with your collar. If you notice your collar spread and your collar length, so the collar length is from the tip of it where it meets, the two buttons meet here on top, to the end of it. So typically about three inches from the point to the end of the point, or from where it meets to the end of the point. 3 and a quarter sometimes I like. It's a little long, but anything more than that is too long. His is about 2.5 to 2 and 3/4, especially with the wide knot like that. I think you have to make the tie knot a lot smaller so it can be appropriate for that for that collar length, or just have another shirt that has a longer collar length, because that knot is too big for that collar length of it. So I notice he has a double breasted 1 2 set. So if you know what that means, is the first number, which is one, that's how many buttons are functional, meaning you can button it, but unbutton it, or button it, which you can see here. And then to the left or to the right is the other button, but it's not functional. So the other numbers, so we talked about one, and then when it says 1 2 double breasted, so the second number, two, is how many buttons total are in the front part of the suit. So if you notice, it's two. I like that one. I'm a big 2 4 fan. So mean two buttons are functional. Then there's two other ones on the side. There's 2 6, but I like 2 4 because not too many buttons, not a lot going on, and you still have that double breast feel where it laps over. If you notice, it doesn't meet in the middle; it just flaps over a little bit. It's made to be button, these type of suits. So if you have a double breasted suit of any kind, whether 1 2, which this gentleman's wearing, or 2 4, or 2 6, or 1 4, or 1 6, I think you have to have it buttoned. So if you notice, if you don't, it is just a little more fabric because it's going over. So when you leave it just hanging out, essentially unbuttoned, it's not going to be a good look. It looks like a huge jacket on you, and it doesn't fit you well. And it does fit you well, but it's made to be buttoned so it can look nice on you. If you notice on the shoulders, is if you notice that almost a L look. So like it goes one corner, and if you notice in the edge right here, it goes up. It doesn't go up smooth or like an angle. It does have a like a corner. For being a celebrity, that is a um, no. Um, that basically tells me that on his left shoulder is too tight on his shoulder. So his how he slopes is different from his left shoulder to his right shoulder. If he had a actual tailor, they'd definitely realize that and add a little bit more length on his left shoulder because it's pulling. It doesn't look nice at all. If you notice on the left side how it goes smooth, there's no corners or like a break essentially. It just goes smooth down, almost like a I have kids, so I think of a slide. Then when you go down the slide, essentially, so it just goes down very smooth. This one has a corner, so it doesn't go down smooth. That means it's pulling too much because it doesn't have enough fabric on his left shoulder, and his shoulder just pushes out. So instead of going smooth, it's just a stopping point. That's a sign of in the tailoring world that is not a good fit, especially on your shoulder measurement. I I don't know why he wouldn't have noticed it, but yeah, that's a big difference. The lapel width I always look at as well. Again, the thin lapels were a fad about 10 years ago. I do not like. I still don't like. So this is a three from when I say the measurements is basically from the point here. So here's the gorge essentially where that little corner meets the top collar and the lapel meet, and it has a little sideways V look. So this is lapel. So the farthest point of the lapel to this, and you'd make a straight line essentially from here. Um, just a straight line from that longest point to the beginning where the lapel flips over. Just put a straight line, and that measurement is the measurement I would say essentially as far as the width size of the lapel. So three and a half I like. I see people do 4 inches, a little wider. I've seen it 7 where it covers your entire chest. If you notice, there's about 3 more inches right here. So if you could imagine, it goes all the way over. It looks ridiculous. So I always like 3 inches of the lapel with 3.5 or 3.25 is a good size as well, just a little bit wider so it sticks out. Um, I'm a believer of you don't need to have it big, flamboyant. I'm a true believer that if you am I even recording this? Am I recording this? Oh yeah, I think I am. I don't see here. We may have to do a different format because um, it's kind of weird. I tried this new software and it really doesn't tickle my fancy. So, just to conclude this part, let me move it over here so you can see it. So, to me, with this gentleman, again is more the lapel size I spoke about. He doesn't have a ticket pocket here, which I truly like. Even if you don't have a flap, if you notice on his side pockets, he has flaps and they're straight instead of slanted. If you have just a non flap, so it just has they call them if I remember correctly, besoms, just like a piece of lining essentially. So just you wouldn't think of it as a normal pocket essentially, and it doesn't have a flap, so it doesn't stick out as much. But you can see that slit where there's a pocket there. So really, really nice option. I would have chose for that one. But yeah, great length on his sleeve lengths here. I wouldn't go as tight on his sleeves. Again, he's a very muscular gentleman, so definitely if you like to show your biceps, having a tighter circumference or a tighter sleeve width will definitely do that. If you notice with the shoulders, I know I mentioned about the slope as far as the length error. But if you notice it sticks out a little bit, there's different shoulders. We'll talk about that in the next next talk, where there's a kind of an Italian type shoulder. There's a British type shoulder. There's even American was a soft shoulder. So different styles essentially for the shoulder. And this one looks almost like an Italian shoulder. So what it means is and well, there's two different kinds actually. There's a one where it kind of looks not even with no padding, looks kind of indifferent. But this one kind of sticks out a little bit, has like a little bit of a like how would you call it, a I would say kind of like an indent, if you will. So it sticks out a little bit, but I like it. But again, with this tightness of his shoulder width or shoulder measurement, it looks too tight in my opinion. So, but anyways, that is it. I just wanted to do a couple here today, just so we have a good idea of what we're gonna go with. Essentially, I like cigars. I don't smoke them a lot, but I do enjoy a great cigar. So I might add this into our repertoire, into our agenda here. So hopefully we can talk a little bit about just little things regarding suits. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to discuss some type of suit that you saw online, and you want me to critique it, I'll be happy to do it again. This is my life. I enjoy it. I do this every day, and I see many different outfits, many different ensembles, and some I like, some I don't, some we can improve on. And I just think it's essential for a gentleman to have his own look. So what I'm here for is just to guide you, kind of give you a starting point, and from there you can say, hey, you know what? I like this, or I like a different concept of this, and we kind of explore that within your wardrobe. So, hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully we can do this every week and kind of give a critique of different celebrities or personalities, or just literally individuals, industry, anything that has to do with suits. I would love to discuss. So hope guys have a great day. And thank you very much.